Hey everyone, Steven here, and today I'm looking at a really cool electric stand-up desk from Huanou. This has a ton of really cool features we're going to look at, but first, let's cover some of the dimensions and specs. So looking at the image here, for the top in terms of the length, it is 65.4 inches. On the other side, it is 49.6 inches. In terms of the overall depth, it is 26 inches. For the top monitor stand area, it is 11 inches deep. And then on the inside portion, where you would actually sit, it is 39.4 inches by 23.6 inches. This has 3 drawers on it, and for that height, it is 3.9 inches. The two on the left-hand side are 15.5 inches in terms of the width, and then the one on the right-hand side is 17.6 inches. For total adjustable height, this goes from 28.3 inches all the way up to 46.5 inches. This has dual motors on it, and it has the 3 legs, and for the total weight that this can handle, it is 220 pounds, which is a lot of capacity for this and should cover everyone's needs. Shifting over now to all of the features that this has, which they have packed a lot in here, and they could have kept this simple. They didn't. Kind of seems like they asked everybody like, hey, what would you like to see in a desk feature wise, and then they just gave everybody everything that they would want, which is awesome, because a lot of times you may find certain things but not all of them. They have packed in a ton here. So let's start with the 3 drawers here. You can store plenty of items in these. They are a nice size to declutter without being ones that are kind of built in. You could also just take those drawers out and leave it open if you wanted to. So you do have options here with that. Personally, I love this feature because I'm always having an issue with clutter on my desk, and this now allows me to just keep everything very clean looking, but still have those items close by. You have 2 headset holders on either side of the desk here, so no need to buy extra ones. I've had to do that for every desk almost that I've actually owned. So nice touch, again, covering all of the bases with this. In the center of the arc, right in the middle of the desk, you actually have an LED light, which is a very nice touch here. So you don't need to buy a light for underneath there. Later, if you wanted to add that feature, it's already here. And it doesn't just turn on and off, it actually dims as well, which is great because at its brightest, you may not want that type of intensity. And I've seen other desks out there where if they do come with the light, it only has on and off. There is no adjustment to it, so you're kind of pinholed into a certain brightness where if it's in the evening you may not want that. So more control, more versatility here, which I like to see. And for power delivery to this LED light strip, you actually can plug this right into the built-in outlet. So they've included a outlet here that has 2 regular outlets on it, and then a USB Type-C port and a USB Type-A port, which I currently have the LED light strip plugged into. In the back corners underneath this area, you actually find the grommets as well, so you can run your cables through that. So it helps keep everything clean, along with the option to just kind of push, for instance, the keyboard back underneath this covered area when you're not using it to also help keep everything clean. So a lot of options in general here, but a lot of things geared towards making sure you have a very clean, minimal look to the desk. We also have some other cable management options on the left-hand side, and in the middle of that arc on the back, you have a built-in attachment to the desk that actually helps you organize your cables. So again, Huanou has just packed in all of these extras to make sure that this stays very clean, sleek, minimal looking, but it just seems like they asked the community, what are things that typically a desk doesn't have that you want to see? They gave everybody everything. I like to see this. I haven't seen it built into a desk like this. Very unique, nice feature. And so the other thing that they've included is a lip on the back end. A lot of times you get a desk, and if it is 2-tiered like this, it just is flat on the back. So if you wanted to mount a monitor arm, you don't have that option. Here, they kept that in mind. They gave you a lip that is sturdy. And so now, in the middle of that arc of the desk or on that left-hand side, you could actually mount a monitor arm. In fact, they actually have monitor arms, and I will make sure that those are in the description if you want to pick those up. So They've covered all their bases for setup options with this and gave you the option to have that monitor arm, clean up the cables, keep everything very clean looking. Underneath the desk on the left hand side, you also have a cable management tray. If you want to add this, you do not have to add this, and you get to change the orientation of this if you want. Another nice touch. And then shifting over now to the controller, we have 3 different presets that we can set here by simply holding down the set button, the S, at whatever height, and then just holding down the 1, 2, or 3, and then it sets it. You also have the up and down arrow, so you can adjust this to its position that best suits your needs. At its maximum height, for me, this is the best fit for a stand-up desk that I've used. I think for me, that largely has to do with the L shape. I've always wanted a stand-up desk like this. I've only ever really used just the regular straight desks. Here, my elbows rest on this at like the perfect position. It just feels really good where I can still type on the keyboard, use the mouse without my elbows hanging down or being in an awkward position. It is just the perfect fit for me. Again, for reference, I am 6 foot tall, just at its maximum height, perfect fit for me. So I think Huanou has nailed this product here. They've given you so many features with this stand-up desk. And in terms of pricing, $439.99. There is a $50 off coupon right now, so you can get this under $500, which I think is a really good price considering the fact that a lot of regular stand-up desks can be about $500 on the higher end here. You're getting more features with this desk than you do those other desks. You also have 3 color options here. So I have the natural wood with the white legs. You can also get the vintage brown with the black legs, or you can just get overall black. I think all of them look really nice, clean, sleek looking, and just the fact that you have options where a lot of times you may not have options is nice to see as well. Well, that's going to wrap this video up. I am extremely happy with this stand-up desk. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section. I will make sure to answer that for you there. I will have a link for this in the description if you want to pick it up, as well as some other things that I've personally used to just upgrade the setup with my equipment, like cable sleeves. I actually got a new stand for my PC case so it can sit underneath the desk and not take up any space like it typically does on my regular desks. So again, everything is just more minimal and clean looking, but that will be in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button for me as it helps the channel out. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.